As we turn our attention to yesterday's NFL highlights, beginning with San Diego at Denver Mile High Stadium, 60th consecutive sellout in the first half. Action like this set the trend of play. Dan Fouts back to pass for the Chargers. Downfield to number 84, Bob Klein. And with plays like these, the Chargers took a 14-7 halftime lead. But a noticeable difference in the third quarter. Plays like this one symbolizing exactly what happened. Fouts hurried, hit by Barney Chavis. And so San Diego was throttled in the second half, failed to score. Finally, the climax. San Diego leading 14-13. Jeff West punting for the Chargers from deep in his own territory. Number 80, Rick Upchurch. And this old familiar scene. The sudden acceleration, then the blazing speed. The finding of the open spots. The good downfield blocking. Sixth punt return of his career for a touchdown. Rick Upchurch led the way. Denver 27, Chargers 14. That's the rookie head coach of the Browns, Sam Rutigliano, as his unbeaten team goes against Atlanta. Cleveland leading 17-10, third quarter. Bartkowski in his first appearance for the Falcons. Deep downfield. And a brilliant catch by Wallace Francis. And so Atlanta went on to narrow the gap to 17-16. In the fourth quarter, though, Cleveland was ready to strike again. Brian Sipe, number 17, the quarterback, throws a nifty pass downfield and a brilliant reception by Ricky Feature. That set the stage for a drive that brought Cleveland down to the 2-yard line of Atlanta. Watch closely. Sipe fumbles, picks the ball up, bursts in, and so the Browns win 24-16. And it's a happy day for the rookie head coach, Mr. Rutigliano. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, Riverfront Stadium. And Cincinnati still hampered by the loss of the regular quarterback, Ken Anderson. Broken hand, out of a cast now, but not yet fully healed. And so the Steelers showed their power in the very first play of the game. Franco Harris rumbling for 37 yards. They took a 7-0 lead, the Steelers did, and then with third and goal from the Cincinnati 15, Harris bolted in for the touchdown. That made it 14-0. They still dominated, the Steelers did, with the score 14-0, and 2nd and 7 from the Bengals 39. This play, when it's going for you, it's going for you. The ball intended for Lynn Swann, deflected by 24, Marvin Cobb, picked off by Benny Cunningham. It became 14-3, the Steelers, and then with 2nd and 4 from the Bengals 28, Bradshaw goes again as he rolls out to the big tight end, Benny Cunningham, touchdown 21-3. It was a laugher, according to Dwight White and the Steelers. They won it 28-3. Battle against the Jets at Shea Stadium, the Seahawks in a huddle. Early on, it was a hot day for Richard Todd, diversifying his receivers. Derek Gaffney right there, number 81. Jerome Barkham right there, number 83. And the guy he loves to throw to, the budding superstar, Wesley Walker, number 85. But Richard was intercepted 3 times on the day. That one by number 22, Dave Brown, stifling a drive. And after that, Seattle took over. The game seesawed back and forth. It was 17-17 in the fourth quarter. Seattle, 4th down, 3 to go at the Jets' 7-yard line. Apparent field goal situation. But number 10, Jim Zorn, who haunted the Jets all day, takes it down for a first down. And so that set the stage for a young man named David Sims, who's tied for the league lead in scoring. He takes the pitch back from Zorn, goes around the right side. Look at his day. 23 rushes, 121 yards, and Seattle won it 24-17. The biggest game of the day featured that young man, Pat Hayden, the Rhodes Scholar, quarterback of the Rams. Right here is Roger Staubach of Dallas. throwing on 3rd and 11 to Billy Joe Dupree for a touchdown. That tied it at 7-7, the Cowboys against the Rams in the second quarter. Still 7-7. Look at Pat Hayden's stats on the day. Pat getting great protection. Only 53 seconds remaining in the half. Number 81, Ron Jesse. And he gets across for the score. The Rams led 14-7 at the half. In the fourth quarter, it's tied at 14-14. Rams 2nd and 12 from their 29. Again, Hayden goes to Ron Jesse. Look at him, cut into the middle. Go downfield for still more yardage. That hit by 46, Mark Washington. And then, that play set up this deep downfield to number 82. Willie Miller didn't even have to break stride. And the Rams went on to upset the Dallas Cowboys 27-14. The familiar face and hat of John McKay, head coach, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're at Metropolitan Stadium, Bloomington, Minnesota. They're leading 3-0 when Tarkenton hits 28. Ahmad Rashad. The Vikes take a 7-3 lead. Then Tampa Bay, 1st and goal from the Viking 3. Ricky Bell goes in easily. Missed the conversion, 9-7, Tampa Bay over Minnesota. In the third quarter came another familiar scene. It's time to punt, and Davy Green punts for Tampa Bay. They're still leading, 9-7. Look at that! The ball apparently bouncing over Kevin Miller's head, and it's recovered by 44. Fellow named Caesar, Billy Caesar. Forget his running it in, no touchdown there. The point was that the official said the ball touched Kevin Miller. Let's look at it again in slow motion. Kevin Miller can't believe it. There it is. Follow it closely. You make the judgment. Up, up. Did he touch it? If so, where did he touch it? Let's take it back and look at it one more time. Okay. Davy Green had punted for Tampa Bay. The Bucs leading 9-7. Up, up, up. Over, over. As I said, you make the judgment. Now, Tampa Bay scored after that to lead 16-7. Then in a later field goal situation, Tampa Bay has the center snap the ball over the head of Neil O'Donoghue. Now watch this. Button. Who's got the button? Right there, 54. Fred McNeil seizes upon it, and he runs it all the way down to the Tampa Bay 10-yard line. From that point, Rick Danmeyer kicked a field goal, but Tampa Bay hung on to win 16-10, and in Minnesota, they're in a storm of controversy.